everyone. Hope you're doing great. Johnny Smallpepper. Hope you're having a fabulous day. I'm just winging this, guys. I just got done making michelada, so I had a few shrimp. I've got 13 ghost peppers here. I might eat one. I might eat two. I don't know. But 13 of these bad boys. There we go. There you go. One. Two. Three. Hoping to get up to 5. 4. 5. I think I'll do 6. Oops. 6. Seven. 8. 8. I'm going to stop. Why? I don't know what this is going to do to my stomach later. Nose is starting to run. Tongue's the only thing that feels it. Just going to sit here for about 5 minutes and we're going to be done. It's been a busy morning. Cooked shrimp. Look at that, huh? Made a michelada. Last night I made taco bowls. You're going to want to catch it. And I also did a walk and covered the dam and the reservoir. They've got them everywhere here. I've got one about 2 minutes from my house. Not 2 minutes, 10 minutes maybe. And they're all over the place here. It's amazing. Back in the day, they made the chutes out of wood. You can imagine the amount of leakage. But you also need to know that back in the day, they hauled water across sand. They let it flow through sand, so you can imagine how much loss was there. Then they finally paid them to line the sand canals with concrete, because if they did that, they would essentially pay for the concrete because of all the water loss through the sand. So it was pretty wild time. That's how much waste there was back in the day. It's just amazing. My tongue's at about a 3. Mouth 0, stomach nothing. All right, so anyway, they had these giant sluices for water. And they had this major announcement with a major party and the major, I don't know, back whenever they were putting all this water structure in here. And the day that they came in, they had to cheat because they couldn't get enough water in yet. So they had to pull water from lakes or something around here. And they did that just enough so all the people that donated, the celebrities and dignitaries and all the highfalutin society folks, could feel like they were believing in a good project. And they got through that day, and it was the beginning of all the waterworks around here. The wooden structures stood up for years, and they were a train trellis with like a railroad going across the top of it, except for the railroad tracks. They just had a sluice, a giant wooden sluice, and water would be taken from one place to the next. Well, you can imagine the water coming out here from the Colorado River. Energy costs would be a major concern. So the engineering feat to get it out here with as minimal energy possible is staggering. Now what they have is a project, I think it's $2 billion, that I think it's $2 billion, might be more, but it's going to come down from San Francisco area through the endangered wildlife areas, and they're going to put these huge pipes. Back in the day, I was part of the construction project for a major waterworks. These pipes were taller than an adult male, so 6 foot something around. They were concrete, had a metal rim around the edge with bolts every, 4 inches. They had a rubber gasket that they put in, and then they took a copper cable and welded it from one pipe to the next pipe. After they put them together, they laid them in rock, put them together, bolted them tight, and then they put with this gasket around there. Then they took this copper wire, which I think, if my memory is correct, it was about 1 inch in diameter. They took that copper wire, and I said, "What are you putting that on there for?" And the guy says, "Interesting question." He goes, "When the water goes through here, it's going to be going at such a speed that the static electricity would kill you." And it blew my mind to think about all that. So we laid pipe on this major line for, I think, a year and a half before they handed the project off to another firm. To tell you the pressures on the team that was putting in the pipe, they bought a backhoe with a bucket that was probably, it was a huge backhoe. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. I'm guessing 8 feet wide, 7 feet wide, 8 feet, 9 feet, something like that. And it would come down in one scoop. They would take out the swath for the pipe to lay in. The next one, come down, take another swath. A truck would pull up, dump rock, back up, dump rock in. They'd take the bucket, push it forward, drop another pipe would be brought up on another truck, taken off with cables, set in, and this had, like, everything had to be timed perfectly. It was that fine of a profit margin. Well, one day they blew their hose, and I saw 2 or 3 trucks lined up with hydraulic hose. And the hydraulic hose kept spurting hydraulic fluid. And anyone who's seen this knows hydraulics is absolute, right? It's 100% pressure. It's just like, you can compress air, but you can't compress fluid. Well, this stuff kept on flying out, and they had 55-gallon drums lined up, loaded on flatbed trucks, because when they ran out of that, because it was flying everywhere, they had to keep going. They had to hit their deadline in order to make a profit. So they kept on going and going and going and going. Stuff is flying everywhere. And when the fluid wasn't enough to move the bucket, stop the project, these guys would be yelling, getting that 55-gallon drum up there. They'd be putting the hydraulic fluid in there. They tried to tighten the fitting down again, and they'd go again. Obviously, they couldn't fly the fitting in for a few days, and that's what the problem was. We didn't have all the shipping that we have now. Guys, how long has this been? I don't want to take too long. It's been 10 minutes. I think that's good enough. Cheers. I think today has been great. I probably could have finished these. I just don't want to. I'm here to have fun, and I'm not into this with any seriousness whatsoever. I'm just here having fun, and I did 2 of them the other day, and they just... I know different ones maybe have a little different punch to them, but I've ordered some, and we're going to test that out too. You guys have a great day. Welcome to the Johnny Small Pepper Feed.